Peace, 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 peace. It's Andrew the Promised Child once again. How we doing, y'all? How we doing, y'all? I hope y'all feeling good. I hope all is well. So listen, right, with this video right here, what I want to talk about is storms, right? And life, right? And I don't mean literal storms. Like, I don't mean like thunderstorms outside, it's lightning, it's raining. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, in life, when you start to go through problems and you having problems and you losing loved ones, your money ain't right, you might be homeless, you know what I'm saying? You might be bouncing from place to place. You know what I'm saying? Just a whole lot. Relationships ain't right. Just a whole lot of things just going crazy in your life. It's like chaos right now. It's a lot of chaos going on in your life. And what happens is when a lot of people start to go through chaos in their life, when they going through problems in their life, when they struggling in their life financially, relationships, sickness, whatever, when they struggling in life, a lot of people tend to crash out. A lot of people tend to give up. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people tend to just say the hell with everything, and they start to battle drug problems and drug addictions and just so many things, or they become bitter, they become ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? Because I go through a lot of stuff in my life, right? And I'm not the only person on the planet that go through stuff in life. Rich people, poor people, middle class people, wealthy people, celebrities, the person who works a 9 to 5, person who works an 8 to 4. I don't care what financial bracket you in. I don't care what status you are. We all, listen to me, we all, every last one of us go through problems. But it's all about how we respond to our problems. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you respond to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my favorite books is called As a Man Thinketh, right? As a Man Thinketh. In the book it says, right, circumstances does not make the man, but circumstances reveal the man to himself. So what does that mean, that circumstances don't make the man, but circumstances reveal the man to himself? What does that mean, right? And before I go into what that means, I'm going to say another part in the book what it says. It says that a man does not become a criminal overnight. Not overnight. A man does not become a criminal overnight. But it was already in his heart. It was already in his heart to be a criminal. So what I mean by that? If you, and this goes to the circumstances, this goes to you don't become a criminal overnight, this goes to all that. If you get fired from your job, right? Let's say you've been working this job for 10 years, 5 years, even 3 years. Let's say 3 years. And you've been working this job for 3 to 10 years. And you get fired. If the first thing in your mind was to start selling drugs, the first thing in your mind was to start robbing people, if that's the first thing in your mind, that was already in your heart. That was already secretly in your heart. You already wanted to do that, bro. Excuse me. You already wanted to do that, sis. You already wanted to do that thing. That thing was already secretly in your heart. And I'm going to prove it to you why. Because I know you're going to say, well, that's bull crap. I had to start robbing people. I had to start selling drugs. I had to start scamming people because I had to feed my family. Because I had to take care of my family. Woo, 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 woo. No. Because watch this. If it wasn't in your heart, that wouldn't be the first thing that you was going to go to. If that ain't what you was think about, that would never been the first thing that you would have went to. That's who you already were. So circumstances revealed the man to himself. It doesn't make the man. It don't make the man. It reveals you to yourself. It reveals to you who you already are. Are you a weak-minded person? Are you a criminal? Are you a lazy person? Whatever. Circumstances reveal you to you. The way that you respond and what you do shows you who you are and what you are, how you see yourself and how you see the world. That's what it shows to you. That's what it shows to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it revealed to you. It revealed to you that you are a criminal. Because why you didn't say, hey man, I could be a tow truck driver. I could get me a CDLs. I could become a barber. I could become an electrician. I could start cleaning people's floors. I could start cutting grass. Oh, I lost my job. These are all the things that I could do. I could start braiding hair. I could do YouTube videos. I could do Instagram videos. I could do TikTok videos. I could do Facebook videos. I could do Twitter videos. I could do Snapchat videos. I could record people. I could film people. I could drive people up and down the East Coast to where they want to go. Or I could drive them to the West Coast. I could become a flight attendant. But the first thing you did when you got fired, and I'm just using an example, I'm not talking to a specific person, but the first thing you did when you got fired is you became a criminal. You start harming other people. You start doing things that you know that could cause you your freedom. That was already in your heart. That was already inside of you. So where I'm going with this, because I said I want to talk to you about going through the storm. And how do you respond when you in the storm? When it's raining on you, when it's thunderstorming on you, death, you broke, you struggling, and it seems like nothing is working. Everything you touch, it feels like it's not working. What do you do? So I'm going to tell you what I do in the midst of my storm. In the midst of my storm, I grind. In the midst of my storm, I work. In the midst of my storm, I keep going. I'm not going to let the rain stop me. I'm not going to let the thunderstorm stop me. You don't let the rain stop you. You don't let the thunderstorm stop you. You keep going. And you keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going until you see the sunlight. And when you see the sunlight, you don't even stop when you see the sunlight. You got to grind and work your way out of this thing. I get it. It could be depressing as a man, as an American citizen, as a woman. It could be depressing not to have no money because we live in a society that requires money. Everything that you do requires money. Your cell phone bill, you got to pay a cell phone bill. You got to pay a light bill. You got to pay a water bill. You got to put gas in your car. If you want food, you got to go buy the food. You got to go in grocery stores and get your food. You got to buy land. You got to buy this. You got to buy that. So I get it. It could be hard. But in the midst of the storm, I'm telling you, grind. In the midst of the storm, see, I got this wristband that says struggle is necessary for growth and change. Struggle is necessary for growth and change. And why is struggle necessary? Everybody want to duck the struggle. You know how brothers be, man, he trying to duck the fade. No, everybody wants to duck the struggle. Everybody want to duck the struggle. Everybody want the least pain, the least resistance. Everybody want ease. But if your life was just easy, if it was completely easy, and this is my personal opinion, if life was just completely easy, no resistance, right? Let's say you went through life without resistance, there would be no cell phones. There would be no cars. There would be no airplanes. There would be no great inventions. Nobody would have to create nothing because life was easy. Now, let me give you an example of what I mean by that. If it's dark outside, right? Let's say it's dark outside. No street lights. We never heard of street lights. We never heard of electricity. We never heard of candles. We never heard of flashlight. It's pitch. We never heard of fire. And I'm just giving you an example. It's pitch dark outside. Pitch dark. It's dark as like it's super dark. You can't see. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You tripping up on stuff. In the midst of that struggle, in the midst of that darkness, you need some type of light. So somebody say, yo, maybe if we flick a fire, we get some fire, we could get some fire up, and maybe the fire could shine some light in here. Or maybe we could create a flashlight. Or maybe we could put some candles. Right? We could get some candles. Or maybe we could create electricity. Out of struggle came great adventures. Hey man, I'm tired of riding this horse from Virginia to California. It takes too long to ride this horse from Virginia to California. Or it takes too long to ride this horse from Virginia to Georgia. Or it might take too long to ride this horse from Georgia to Texas. Right? So, yo, I got an idea. Let's create a car. Let's create a car. This car can get us here from Virginia to Georgia faster than this horse. Or let's create an airplane. Watch this. From Virginia to Georgia in a car is like 9 hours and some change. But if you catch an airplane, it's an hour and some change. So out of struggle pushes man to become more creative. Struggle pushes man, so man won't become so complacent and so comfortable. So where I'm going with this, right now you homeless. Right now, you bouncing from house to house. You might be laying on concrete while you watching me right now. Right now, you might be broker than the mud. I can't even say broke is a joke because being broke ain't no joke. Right? You might be broker than the mud. You struggling. But this is the time for you to use your creativity. This is the time for you to use your mind. This is the time to innovate. Okay. This is the time to learn new skills. This is the time to study. This is the time to push yourself to limits. This is the time this ain't the time to fold. This ain't the time to give up. This is the time to turn up. This is the time to stand up. Hey man, I ain't got no money in my pocket. You know what? I'm gonna learn how to fix cars. You know what? I'm gonna post some videos on social media. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show my life how I'm really living, so I can earn some money from YouTube, so I can earn some money from Facebook or Instagram, whatever. Because these social media platforms are paying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna create content. I'm just gonna show myself, and maybe, at least I know I got up and I put the work in, and maybe I can start earning money from these platforms. But I'm going to do something. I'm going to use my creativity. I'm going to use what was given to me. I'm going to use what I have. I have a cell phone, so I'm going to create content. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start up a clothing line. I'm going to learn how to middleman and tax stuff. I'm going to learn wholesale real estate. I'm going to learn this. I'm going to learn that. So in the midst of your storm, in the midst of your struggle, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of your storm, in the midst of your struggle, learn how to build a home. Learn how to build an umbrella or create an umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That went over your head. I hope you caught that. I hope you caught that. In the middle of your story, you know when you go outside, right, and it's raining real hard, ain't nothing like an umbrella. Ain't nothing like an umbrella. Ain't nothing like a house. Ain't nothing like being in a car. This is time for you to get creative. You know what I'm saying? To keep them raindrops from hitting you. You know what I'm saying? Am I going to create a car? Am I going to create a house? You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to do? I'm going to go after it, because this ain't the time. We not going to stop in the middle of the rain. We run for cover. We try to find cover. You know what I'm saying? So in this storm, what's going to be your cover? Now, I'm not saying you ducking the smoke. I'm not saying you ducking it. You embrace it, but you only embrace it to become more creative so you can get out of it. That's why you embrace it. Let me say that again. You embrace the storm. Don't mean you stay in the storm, but you embrace the storm to use your creativity to come up with an umbrella, to come up with a house, to come up with a car. You embrace the storm. So don't cry. Don't whine. Don't complain. I know it's hard. I know it's rough, but grind your way through this. Grind your way through this, work your way through this, network your way through this, because we are social creatures and we cannot say we don't need nobody. Even if you post the videos on YouTube and it's just you and you just recording yourself with a camera or your phone, you still need somebody to watch it for you to earn money. You know what I'm saying? You still need people to watch the videos for you to earn money. You still need people to like it so you can be in the algorithm. If you need a job, you still need people. If you say, okay, in the midst of this financial storm where I'm homeless, I'm going through this, I might need to go get a job, whatever. But in the storm, I'm telling you, keep on going, don't give up. Keep on going, don't give up. Don't never give up. Keep on fighting and keep on pushing, because you got this, Holmes. You got this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said earlier in the video, everybody struggle. That ain't nothing new. You think because a person got $1 billion, they don't struggle. They might have, like they don't go through problems. They might not be struggling financially, but they might be struggling in relationships with their family, with their relatives, with their wife, with their husband, whatever. They might be going through problems with business partners. You know what I'm saying? It's all what everybody got. And it's crazy to me because people think you only going through a storm when you don't have any money. But people with money go through storms too. People with nice houses and nice cars, they go through storms too. But it's a difference. It's a difference on how you deal with the storm. It's a difference on how you deal with the problems. See, some people let the problems define them. And that's what I said earlier. Circumstances don't make the man. Circumstances don't make you. It reveals you to you. So you might be lazy. You might be soft. You might not really be a hustler. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, but this hard time of you losing your job, this hard time of not having any money, this hard time that you're going through right now, people respond to things different. Some people lose their job and turn up. Like, yo, I just lost my job. Forget it. I'm about to go get my CDLs. I'm about to go get my barber license. I'm about to get my own clothing line. I'm going to take my last check. I'm going to start my own clothing line. I'm about to start going crazy on social media, posting videos. Some people, man, they look adversity in the eye and be like, yo, I'm about to conquer this. I'm about to go stupid crazy out here. That's what I want you to do in the storm. So when it start thunderstorming and it start lightning and it start raining on you, you say, you know what? I'm gonna create me an umbrella. I'm gonna make me a car. I'm gonna make me a house. And I don't mean literally. I'm not saying what you can make your own umbrella. You can make your own car. You can build your own house. You can do that. But I'm saying in the midst of this storm, the way I'm gonna respond to this, I'm gonna conquer this because I have a mind. I was born a creator. We all was born creators. We all was born innovators. We all was born with a mind to think and overcome any problems and any situations that we in. That's what I'm saying. We all was created to overcome these things. We just have to embrace our mind. So you might have to cut the TV off for a little bit. You might have to cut out scrolling on social media, looking at other people's life for a little bit. You might have to cut out them friends, them so-called friends that you hang around every day. You might have to cut that out. You might have to get rid of that and be on some tight time like, you know what? I'm about to embrace me. I'm about to embrace me. And I'm about to, because we all were born great. Don't get me wrong. It's not one person on this planet that's not great. Everybody on this planet is great at something. Every single person on this planet is great at something. You might not be a great ball player. You might not be a great speaker. You might not be a great dancer. You might not be a great singer. You might not be a great rapper, but you are great at something. So you're already great. And what I'm telling you is don't let the storm destroy you. Let the storm bring out the greatness and the creativity out of you. And that's why I kept using the car, the house, the umbrella. That's why I use that as an example. Let the storm bring the creativity out where you create these things that could cover you from the storm. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's real. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. So let struggle push you, man. Cause that's what I'm doing it for me. Like I said, I'm going through a storm. I'm going through a whole lot in my life. Death. Financial hardships, all that. But I ain't gonna let it stop me. I'm gonna let it push me to greatness. Because at the end of the day, everything that I go through is my fault. Talking about financially. You know what I'm saying? Financially. As far as my body wise, as far as me taking care of my body and things like that. We can't see in the midst of the storm, people like to blame other people. Oh man, this person ain't look out for me, or this job denied me, or this. No, at the end of the day, we got to look at ourselves as men, as women. We got to say, why am I having financial hardships? Why am I going through the things that I'm going through? Why am I going through this storm without an umbrella, without a car, without a house? Why am I going through this storm? And that's the question we got to ask. No, ain't no spook put us through this storm. Ain't no spook do it. Maybe it was money mismanagement. Maybe it was laziness. Maybe it was complacency. What you know what it is. I don't know what your situation is. But you got to say, okay, why am I in this storm? And how can I get out this storm? Because we all make mistakes. We all mess up. So how did I even get into this in the first place? Now I got to work my way out of this thing. So I can get out of this thing. So I can make my life better. Because it's up to us to make our life better. That's why I say circumstances reveal the man to himself. The problem that you in reveals you to yourself. If you homeless, you got to ask yourself, why am I homeless? If you broke, you got to ask yourself, why am I broke? How did I even get here? So you got to trace your steps back to how you even got in this situation. But don't dwell on the past too long, because we got to move forward. Don't focus on the setback. Focus on the set forward. See, too many people get caught up in the setback. I just say, ask yourself, how did I get here? Okay, boom, I know that I'm here now. Now is the present, how I'm going to get myself out of it. So I appreciate you for watching this video. Thank you for listening. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, leave a comment below. Remember that you're powerful. Remember that you're awesome. Peace.